You see it now as well, now that the right is in political power. A lot of the people who kind of made their bones challenging the excesses of the left, they're afraid to say anything about the right as well, even though there's things to say. Like, I don't know if you followed the Signal group thing.
Yeah, I did. I don't know enough about it, but it does seem like there's people that suspected it was a setup, that guy was added to the chat on purpose.
Well, I think
is that true?
I don't think so. I think the guy who added him has basically said, like, it was our mistake. And
so it was just a mistake.
I don't think the investigation has been done to say definitively, but I think the White House said, we're looking into this. But Tulsi, I think, said it was a mistake. I think Mike Waltz said it was a mistake.
That's such a crazy mistake.
Yeah.
That's such a checks and balances mistake, like double check.
Yes.
It's like, when you go on the road, like, do I have my toothbrush?
Yeah.
Do I have my underwear? You know what I mean? Like, I even make a note on my phone now. I'm like, I'm too stupid. I always forget something. I was like, fuck, my this.
It's kind of like adding your ex-girlfriend to the boys' WhatsApp group.
Some of the memes have been incredible.
That's exactly what it's like. Dude, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's exactly what it's like. That's such a perfect analogy. Like, you fucking idiot. They're all on the phone afterwards. What the fuck, bro? Like, Pete Hegseth swears.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. You know she's going to talk.
Well, how about the fact that they said that they didn't share any information about weapons or, like, what was the exact quotes? What did they say? So what they were basically doing was explaining how some shit was going to go down.
Yeah. They were they were debating how to do the strikes, whether to do them. There was some debate about that initially. And then initially this journalist, I think he's editor-in-chief of the Atlantic, I think. He is like the worst guy to get this information to. Absolutely, right?
He was probably jerking off the whole time, salivating, like, yes!
Yeah, if you had
hard.
to pick somebody, that is not who you pick, right?
He must be so pumped.
We had an investigative journalist on the show, and we haven't released the episode yet, but as part of our after the show questions, he mentioned something which is, he said, I'm going from memory here, so Francis, correct me, but basically that Signal had been installed on government devices under the previous administration. So it may be the case that that guy's number had been pre-installed during that time. And because of that, the mistake was then made to add him to the group. So we don't know exactly what happened. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, like, the White House admitted it, and then they started having a go at the journalist. Like, that is not his fucking fault that you added him to the group, right? Do you know what I mean?
Not at all. What's he supposed to do? Tell you, hey, guys, I've done that before. Hey, guys, I think you sent this text to the wrong dude.
Yeah. A journalist is never going to do that. And that's not his job to do that either.
No. Listen, that's one of those things that just happens accidentally.
Yeah.
But you can't have that happen when you're fucking planning bombs.
Agreed.
When you're planning war.
Agreed.
Like, first of all, it's so crazy that the government doesn't have its own completely safe app.
They do.
What is it?
I think it's called a skiff or something like that. It's a special place where you go.
No, but that's a room. I mean an app.
Oh, you mean an app? All right.
Why did they not have some encrypted super government app? You telling me that you couldn't get, like, a license from Signal to use the code? The government throws them. They, like, all these billions that are they're finding billions all over them. There's, like, billions they've cut. Like, how many fucking billions has Elon cut just from waste?
A trillion,
waste.
he says.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And people aren't celebrating it. It's weird.
Well, put it this way, Joe. Until relatively recently, if not still, we use faxes in UK government.
Wow. That's crazy.
A lot of.
I think we got you one better. I think when people retire from, what is it where they have to retire, where they have to write it down on paper and then it's stored in a vault?
In a mine. It's stored in a mine.
Yeah.
Social Security?
I think so.
It's on paper.
It's in a mine.
I love that press conference as well, because it's like Brett Baer from Fox interviewing Elon and like 7 other ASPI guys, and they're all just rattling off numbers. It's 10,000 filing cabinets, 400,000 paper documents. But when you look at it, it basically hasn't changed since the 1950s.
Yeah. I'm distracted by Brett Baer's hair. It's so beautiful. If I had that kind of hair, I would be so happy. So happy with myself. You can't see any scalp anywhere. It's just all hair. It's beautiful. It's like if you wanted to, like, put a wig on a bald guy, like you would make it like that. Like, bro, I'm gonna make you hot.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom has got incredible hair. Terrible policies, but amazing hair.
The government stores key retirement paperwork in a converted mine.
But you know
That's
what's
crazy. The limestone mine is real, and the Department of Government Efficiency's crosshairs. That is so insane. So now someone has to go in there and take all that stuff that's on paper in the mine and put it in a computer.
They're saying they're going to do it in 2 months. Digitize that in 2
Adderall
months.
is great. It is great. I'm so happy someone invented it. That's, I mean,
Low-level autism plus Adderall.
yeah,
Problem solved.
I'm not accusing anyone of anything.
yeah.
I just want to say, shout out to whoever made Adderall. Things get done.
Yeah.
They do things get done, but this is kind of the greatest pushback against like high-level conspiracy theories. You know, when people go, bro, they control everything. You're like, dude, they have a mine where they store stuff. Come on.
Yeah,
You know what
ridiculous. I mean? Right. It's like the perfect. Everybody thinks that everything is a giant plot, and some of it is just sheer incompetence and just years and years and years of monotony. You know, or just like the same stupid life over and over again. No oversight, rampant corruption everywhere. All the lobbyists are rich as fuck. I mean, look at this file line. Look at this. This is all the data.
But bro, you make such a good point about nobody giving them credit. I don't know if you've ever had access to other people's money, like in any way, right? Taxpayer money or anything. But I can tell you, Francis and I, we even spent trigonometry, which is our business, money differently to the way that we spend our own, because it's slightly different. It's not entirely yours in a way, you know? So when you're dealing with billions of taxpayer dollars, of course it's getting wasted. Of course it's going to corrupt shit.
Of course.
It's inevitable.
What are you, a child? If no one's watching them, duh.
Right.
Fucking duh. It's what all people do.
And
Yeah.
the question is, what I don't understand is, look, I think it's very possible that when you move quickly, you're going to cancel some things that you might not want to cancel. Things are not going to go perfectly every time, whatever. But ultimately, the question all Western countries have to answer is, we're running debt at more than 100% of GDP, right? What are we going to do about that? We have to deal with
What's
it
this
somehow.
we shit?
You're actually, bro, you're worse than we are.
Really?
Yeah, you're 126%. We're about 110.
God damn, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why you're trying to deal with it. That's what Elon's trying to do. He's trying to cut the deficit in half, and then the idea is you grow the economy and you actually get back to surplus.